We are live Saturday after Thanksgiving. I think the turkey comas are finally over. Black Friday shopping's done. Small business Saturday. So hope you guys are supporting your local businesses. Um, I'm tired still.
Yeah.
I've had turkey every day since Thursday, and they're probably not going to end anytime soon. Going to continue with the turkey loving and the turkey enjoying.
Mm-hmm.
But what I can now do is enjoy a nice cigar. I haven't had very many for this Thanksgiving
No,
time. We didn't even have the Java Reds like we usually do.
did not.
Didn't even think about it. Honestly, I completely forgot until like right now.
Yeah. We were too busy. I didn't get to enjoy a cigar like we normally do on Thanksgiving, and did enjoy a couple here yesterday at the club, so that was nice.
That was good.
Um, yeah, it's been really busy.
Definitely. Happy post Thanksgiving to you as well, Eduardo. Yes, it's been a good busy though, because the family was all there. It's all good. Saw some other people, friends, and everything went as smoothly as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So no complaints here. Enjoying a Trust the Process, our Mexican San Andreas wrap cigar, the Dominican binder, Dominican, U.S., Pennsylvania Ligero, and Cameroon fillers, African Cameroon fillers. So definitely enjoying something nice right now. It is the
Mm-hmm.
larger 6x60 ring gauge, so I got plenty to smoke. Now I gotta ask though, how did it go for you guys as far as Black Friday shopping and stuff went? I think it's finally starting to become a little less crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, people still get up super early, sure, whatever.
But
It's one time a year,
what's nice though is that Black Friday shopping starts happening Thanksgiving Day.
which I don't like that.
Yeah, it's become less and less about Black Friday, and more about, okay, we're just gonna have these sales all weekend.
May as well, I
So,
guess.
which I mean, I get. I mean, it takes away kind of from that fun of the rush of Black Friday for those that enjoyed it. But I mean, if you wanted to sit at home, wait for Cyber Monday kind of a thing, I think that's kind of the thing to do now.
Definitely agree with that. Yeah, I do not care, or I didn't care so much for the um the craziness that came with Black Friday because people waiting there hours before the doors open, and then all of a sudden they're shoving and pushing and ripping TVs out of old ladies' hands.
Mm-hmm.
Which why does that old lady need such a big TV anyways? I don't know.
Right.
I'm not going to judge, but I'm judging a little bit. Um, it seems like they're slowly putting humanity back into what's just supposed to be fun, save some money,
Mm-hmm.
make a lot of money all at once for the retail stores, which is another thing that's going to the side because you don't have as much retail as you do online presence now. It's slowly starting to go from retail being way up here to kind of evening out. There's still plenty of stores. You have Target, you've got I think Macy's is still around. Sears is pretty much all but gone.
Mm-hmm.
There might be a couple here and there, but the real big box stores are feeling it, and it's I don't know. It's kind of nice to see them get taken down a peg or two after all these years of. I'm sure you've seen the meme where it's like, oh, wait for Black Friday because it's always been $500 for some item, and then on Black Friday they mark it at $500, but it was 700. It's just pretending like it was more.
Yeah.
It's it's interesting to see in the next few years what'll happen. If Cyber Monday, or is it just going to be all cyber all the time?
Yeah. Yeah. So, in 10 minutes, we've got Survivor Series starting with the um pre-show, but they got a bunch of matches going on. Some of them I don't really care all that much about. Some of them I do. So,
But the actual matches aren't starting until 5 then?
right.
Okay, so we have
Yeah.
time. What's up, Thomas?
So, real quick, we'll go over. We'll see what you think, Mike. So, Dragon Lee versus Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar, um, slapped Selena Vega I think a week or two ago and beat the shit out of Rey Mysterio. So he's no longer in the LWO, I believe.
Oh man, I didn't even see that. I gotta rewatch
Hmm.
some old episodes, some highlights. Real quick though, with Eduardo's, I think two things still, like you said, internet and longer time. At one point, stores started at 5 p.m. on Thanksgiving. Yeah, and then I think quarantine killed. Yeah, that's true. I completely forgot that
Hmm.
quarantine. You just couldn't do it. Hey
Yeah.
Cam, good to see you, brother. Hope you had a good Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I'm I love Selena Vega.
Hmm.
She's gorgeous, but I don't really care who wins.
Yeah.
That one's a wash for me. If it's a good
Same
match,
here.
awesome. That'd be
Same
great.
here. I really don't care one way or the other. So it's a good match because both of them are not small guys, but smaller guys. So she'll be making some more
Fast.
fast action, maybe some more off the ropes kind of stuff. So we'll have to wait and see.
I think I might be in the minority here, but I like 205. I like the 205 live. I wish it would have got its own time instead of getting put at the end of Raw.
There's only one thing good about 205 live,
It wasn't Enzo
and it
Amore.
was when Enzo
No,
More had the belt. That's the only good thing about
terrible,
it.
terrible. That was a downfall.
Number one is the one I actually really care about. It's the Intercontinental Championship match, Miz against Gunther. I don't think Gunther's gonna drop the title,
Not to
although I
Miz.
wish he would, because Miz needs to grab the title for a little bit longer to become the number one Intercontinental Champion of all
Standing.
time. I think he stands at 4 behind Honky Tonk Man or close to the top, but I know he's close. He needs to have a couple more really good runs, and he'll definitely have it. So I hope Miz wins. I don't think they're gonna take it off Gunther anytime soon,
Mhm.
unless they're gonna put him in some kind of feud with Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins to get that belt finally, and that's why he drops it. So we'll have to wait and see. Again, I don't think he's going to drop it, but this would be the person I would like to see him drop it too.
That is a really good point because Roman Reigns lost the Intercontinental to the Miz, and after that, I think he started getting his title push to go up a level. And people love Gunther. I think he's a great character. Imperium, I don't think there's as many. I think they lost a guy or two or something.
Still 3 of them.
Still three of them. I thought there was four.
There might have been at one time,
Yeah,
but
but either way, they still have their numbers there, and
yeah.
it's still a great faction, especially when they're doing all the other factions like World Order, Judgment Day. The Bloodline kind of fell apart, but they still got a couple members there. So it would be really nice to see another faction get pushed into the limelight versus.
Yeah.
I don't think they're feuding with anyone as far as like Imperium goes. I think it's Gunther defending his belt, which is cool. He's great at it. But yeah, I think you're right. Maybe he gets a bigger push. Pulls a Samoa Joe and just drops the belt because he wants the world title. Oh damn, that would be pretty. That'd be
Yeah.
pretty ballsy too. That'd be pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I hope Miz wins that. But,
Definitely.
yeah.
Then we got the women's title, Zoe Stark versus Rhea Ripley. I don't really know who Zoe Stark is, so can't really say anything about that. I don't think they have Rhea Ripley drop the belt anytime soon, so I don't see that being she's gonna lose it.
Not with the other guys going to lose tonight. I think they're going to lose in their match. So I don't know if that's next or not, but
it is not. It's actually Belair, Flair, Shotzi, and Lynch versus Damage Control, which is Asuka. I don't know when Asuka joined because they had a third member. I forget her name. I don't see her anymore. So it's Asuka, Bailey, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky, who I'm glad that Kairi Sane returned.
yeah.
Kairi Sane.
She's adorable.
Yeah. So those two, Asuka and her, they kind of joined. I don't know when, but it's pretty cool.
That I think they're gonna push Bailey out. Then I don't know why.
I think so too.
Mm.
I think they kind of go with like a Japanese.
Dakota Kai's still injured.
Oh, okay, she's still injured. Okay,
That's
okay. That's her name, Dakota Kai. I think they might do like a Japanese style trio, which I think would be kind of cool.
I'm not against it.
And then yeah, they'd have to push Bailey out for that. And then I think the Damage Control is gonna lose.
What?
I would like to see Shotzi get the cover and get the win for the team.
All right. Also, Imperium is in a storyline with DIY. Oh, I forgot about. I don't know. I totally forgot about DIY. Completely forgot. I got to catch up. I haven't seen even if you go on YouTube. I usually will watch a Mitt Rana.
Recap,
yeah, and that's the channel I will go to. None of the other ones. A Mitt Rana. I don't care how many times I shut him down. We'll find his next channel. He does the best job of putting together the highlights and still let you know what's going on in the story. Richard, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. But I gotta catch up then because I didn't even know about that. I had no idea.
And the next one I have is Rhodes, Zayn, Uso, Rollins, and Orton against Priest, Baylor, McDonough, McIntyre, and Dominic Mysterio.
Wait, Orton?
Yeah.
Randy Orton?
Uh-huh.
He's not injured anymore?
No, he was a surprise fifth member for War Games for the team.
This is Survivor Series.
This is War Games. This one.
This isn't Survivor. No, I'm saying but Survivor Series
rings and all that shit.
is the paper
right.
So where's the Team Raw versus Team SmackDown? Are we getting to that?
No,
they're not doing that anymore.
Not this. This is the War Games one where they have two teams.
So, which one was I thinking of then?
I don't know.
Isn't that Survivor Series? They used to do that,
Yeah, yeah.
but they got rid of it then.
They're not getting rid of it. They're just not doing it the way you're thinking.
It was better
They
that
can
way.
still have Survivor. I mean, they've had Survivor Series matches before.
Yeah,
Where it's like
it used to always be red
team.
versus blue.
No, no, no,
Yeah,
no, no.
tons of them.
Team whoever against team whoever.
Okay.
They've
Dumb,
done that
dumb.
longer than they've done Raw versus SmackDown because Raw versus SmackDown is still relatively new.
No, it's not. That's has been forever. I think they started out before they even aired it on live television.
Mm.
No more Raw versus SmackDown because too many bounce back and forth. Yeah, that is also true, especially when you can do that and it makes people excited to see them on the shows. I preferred it though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's also hard to do because now you have NXT. You have to include them.
I thought they did a good job the first 2 times they did it. I thought
No,
I thought they really showcased
it takes
NXT
away
talent,
from Raw versus SmackDown.
and it gives to NXT. There
Yeah,
you
but
go.
what is the point of giving to NXT? NXT is supposed to be your developmental.
Not anymore. Black and Gold brand better than SmackDown.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Goes Raw, NXT, SmackDown's right up there because it's blue.
Raw, Enzo More, NXT,
Him by himself,
SmackDown.
and then 205 Live when it was right down there, and then Enzo Moore picked them up.
No, Saturday night, whatever. Then 205 Live.
Then the house shows.
Then the house shows.
Then
reruns of old stuff. Then AEW. Then 205 Live.
I like AEW. I don't see anything wrong with it. It's just I don't get it. I'm gonna catch it, and I'm not very invested in any storyline, so I don't watch it that often. But the wrestling's fine. It's still fun. It still got some cool characters.
No.
You're crazy.
Since the moment they did that bullshit, the ring is gonna explode.
Oh,
and Kingston runs out to cover. Oh, what does he go by now?
oh, Moxley.
John Moxley, and the ring explodes, and it's just like two.
It was so scary. It was super scary. You didn't feel it in your soul when that happened.
Not only that I mean, besides MJF, I'm not really a fan of anybody on that roster. So
yeah, I am. I still like. I think Rusev is still there, or did he move on?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, that's also the problem because they'll hide a lot of talent.
Yeah,
and then they push other people, which is fine because everyone does that. You're going to push somebody, but then you just kind of hire people to not utilize them.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of bums me out, but whatever. It's still a more wrestling, which I think was it John Cena or one of the bigger names in the industry. Like, I don't mind it. More wrestling just means more people are interested and they want more of the product.
Yeah,
and that's a great point. So, a war? No, this is more of the brands are growing bigger, and kind of need that right now. The brand SS were only since the split. It used to be team faces against team heels.
Yeah,
Frankie is right. No, that's totally wrong because I actually remember that for a John Cena, and I think your Ziggler were on a team, and then Ziggler took like 5 people by himself, basically.
Yeah, that was a good one because they had a Big Show on their team, and Big Show had been approached by management, with Triple H's team.
Yeah,
when Seth Rollins was a big heel,
and he was like, "No, I'm never joining you."
Yeah, and he goes over and straight. It was him and Cena were in the ring against all the members of the management, and Ziggler was out on the cold on the floor by himself.
Like, what? Huh?
And he smacks Big Show or smacks Cena in the face with the right hand, knocks him out, shakes Triple H's hand. They cover Cena. He leaves. So Ziggler against like 4 guys, and somehow with the help of Sting at the very end,
Sting, yeah,
he pulls it out, which I thought was awesome. I'm a big Ziggler fan, so
never been a big Ziggler fan myself. I just don't care for him.
I am so bummed they let him go. Like he was a company man.
Ultimate Warriors, the Rockers, and I can't read that. Let me get this on screen so I can read it better. Team Rockers and I don't remember.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart, I was never a big fan. The Rockers, obviously,
legendary
because at HBK there, and that whole storyline when they split up was awesome.
Still one of the barbershop, whatever the barbershop, something or another. I forget what it's called, but good moments. Good moments.
I don't know how to say his name, so I'm not gonna try. I'm trying not to butcher it, but Danhausen.
Danhausen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
Yeah. I think they also mentioned Eli Roth was gonna be there. Was that a fake one or is that a real one?
Pretty sure that's real. Yeah,
Okay.
he's
'Cause
gonna do a talk.
'Cause I've seen. Oh, okay. Because I've seen. I don't really read the article. I just look at the picture who they say is gonna be there.
Mhm.
I have seen a few people like make their own, and I've fallen for it, and I'm like, oh shit.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe I've fallen for a
It's
couple
like
then.
a.
I
It's
totally could
like
have.
my dream person to be there, and they make a quick.
Oh,
Not to be a dick or like really fool anybody, but like, oh, this is who I'd like to see the next.
like a fan trailer,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
just
yeah,
a promo.
yeah.
Like people make cool promos of like I think it was HBK versus AJ Styles. There's an amazing one online somewhere. It's very very evil. Give him money. I what do you call? I do want to get his autograph.
Hmm.
I think it'd be cool. I think we miss Morrison here in town.
Yeah, yeah. Freaking Morrison was here this past week. You didn't even realize it, and I was a big fan of him too.
Friggin' Starship Pain is still one of my favorite finishers of all
Yeah.
time. He should have gotten more of a push.
Mm.
I think he was really great in teams though, his tag team stuff with the Miz or the dude whose face exploded.
That he was Johnny Nitro, Molina.
And
Oh my gosh,
who's
Eminem. What the heck?
it was the time he took the
Molina, Nitro.
ladder to the face.
Oh wait, no,
That was their
was
team?
he John Morrison at the time? And the other guy was Nitro.
Maybe.
I thought he was Johnny Nitro. I'm definitely confused here. I'm sure Eduardo or Richard will be able to fill us in on who was who.
Either way, Morrison makes other people look amazing. And I just yeah. Let me know how much he is charging. I may send you some. Yeah, absolutely. I'll keep posted. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, they usually have a list, about a month or so out about how much everybody's charging for
Honestly,
pictures and autographs.
and the wrestlers, besides like Ric Flair, because Ric Flair's a huge name, and even his wasn't that pricey.
I think his was like $60.
No, it was like 50, which I know sounds
That's
like a
still
lot.
bit,
Dude,
yeah.
that's Ric Flair though. That's Ric Flair. There's a big difference between Ric Flair and say even my favorite wrestler, Bobby Roode. You know, like Bobby Roode probably charged like $35 to get in there. I would put Dan Houck probably around that price. I don't think it's crazy to ask that. They've given up their time. You're getting exactly what you want. They usually take a cool picture with you. So, yeah.
Eduardo, do you know the Eminem, the who was who? I mean, there was Molina, there was Morrison, and there was the other guy who got his face exploded by the ladder. We can't remember his name. So if you can tell us his name in the comments, I'd appreciate it.
If anyone knows.
Yeah, if anybody knows,
Yeah.
word out, put in the comments, guys.
But back to the list right here, real quick. Where did we leave off? Of?
The very last one, the Rhodes, Zayn, Uso, Rollins, and Orton against Judgment Day, basically with McIntyre.
So neither belts, as far as the men's, are getting defended.
Not here, other than the Intercontinental. That's all I had. I didn't see Roman Reigns on there. Seth Rollins in a tag match. So
you know what?
Mercury. There you go, Mercury.
Freddie Mercury.
Joey Mercury. Yeah. Joey Mercury.
I say I would be amazing to see Freddie Mercury wrestle. If you guys get a chance, and if you are as much a nerd as I am, you go on YouTube and people make the Royal Rumble with fantasy characters, and they did one with all like just singers and stuff, or pop stars, horror movie villains, just random characters throughout all of it. Cat in the Hat versus like I think it was like Edgar Allan Poe or something at one point. Just ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, they're funny.
They do a wonderful job of redesigning characters as best you can because you still have some parameters. You can't really make the Hulk. He just looks bigger, but he's not really Hulk, you know. But so much fun.
Yeah, those are awesome. Fun. Yeah. I think with the return of Orton, it'll be a good one, and I think that the good guys will win.
I hope so. I prefer that. I don't really care for Judgment Day all that much. Mm-hmm. It's good to push story along, but they could do. I think they could do better. I think the Bloodline could have been better too if they would have pushed that a little differently. They really screwed up when they let Hurt Business fall apart.
Yeah, I was a big fan of Hurt Business. You know, Shelton Benjamin, he was getting a bit older. He probably maybe he was ready to step away.
He was still
he was still awesome. So
MVP.
But the new Hurt Business lineup, I don't know if they're calling themselves a Hurt Business or what, but with the Street Profits and him is awesome. Now I know that MVP is managing Omos right now.
Still?
Yeah.
Omos still around?
Yeah, house shows and shit. Filler. But to see him come back and be the manager of those three guys, with Bobby being the head, that'd be awesome.
Bobby Lashley needs his belt back. I think he's awesome. He is.
Yeah, I'd rather see the tag team belts and the championship belt on Lashley and the Street Profits rather than the Usos and Roman Reigns.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
Any day of the week.
yeah.
And that's nothing against the Usos. That's more against Roman Reigns. I don't care for him. So last match, who was all on the good guys again?
Rhodes, Zayn, Uso, Rollins, and Orton.
So maybe it wasn't Randy that was hurt. Maybe it's still Owens that's hurt then.
Well, Randy was hurt. He took some time off. He's just coming back. His first time back.
Oh, I thought he just took some time because he can now. Like he has that schedule where like, hey, I've been here so long and I put it in so much, I can just come back and forth when I feel like it.
No, I think he actually got hurt.
Yeah, well, because he's done so much for the friggin' company.
So is Dolph Ziggler.
Not really.
Yeah.
No one goes to see Ziggler. They go to see Orton. All right.
Ziggler put in all the hard work.
Okay.
He did everything asked of him, and even though he didn't get as many title runs or as many
Because he
title
didn't
shots,
deserve them.
he did the work he was asked to do, and he did it well.
Yeah, that's like saying the guy who gets the gold watch versus the guy who gets stake in the company. Orton gets stake in the company. He gets a gold watch and sent out the door. Let him have his gold watch. Get out of there.
And the Hurricane just got pushed out.
Hurricane got thrown out. You saw how fast he got eliminated from the Royal Rumble. But I would still put the Hurricane over Ziggler any day. Boom. Oh, with Walter and Theory. Okay. Wait, so is he wrestling right now? Just not in this particular pay per view?
I guess so.
Okay. Ziggler was a stud. Problem was they wanted him to be. Yeah. Honestly, he's a great wrestler, and when he gets hurt, when he sells a move, I don't think anyone does it better. He looks like he's going to die at any moment when he gets speared or the sweet
and
chin
music. A lot of his costume was very similar to HBK style stuff. He did the sweet chin music. No one does it as well, I don't think, as Shawn Michaels.
You can't.
I know the Young Bucks do it too. They don't do it as well. Been a couple other wrestlers that Seth Rollins does it from time to time, but it's never a finisher for
not
him.
His, no, yeah.
So
a lot of people do it, but not anyone here.
They just can't do it as well as him. Yeah.
Richard's absolutely right. I'm sorry, but he is boring. I don't find him charismatic. I liked they think Greg, our buddy who is a wrestler, and he does his own podcast. What the heck's the name of his podcast? Ninja Nerd Warrior.
Ninja, yeah.
If you want to check that out, it's good stuff. He'll break it down a lot more because he has more knowledge on this than I do. But he explained like the time they could have really made Roman Reigns, everyone like the heat of how much they hate him work in his favor was right after he beat the Undertaker. If he would have just been a dick about it instead of like later, oh yeah, I was a big fan of it. No, just go straight into I'm the bad guy. That's when he could have been, I think, incredible. I think that's what I would have been sold if he was all the way bad.
Yeah, but I think it was bullshit that he beat Undertaker.
Yeah, I didn't like it either.
He'd already lost to Lesnar. Let that be his one blemish. So it makes Lesnar look super strong. Still makes the Undertaker look pretty strong. I mean, I'm sorry. They could have picked Hogan. They could have picked Shawn Michaels when they did their few matches. I'm not even a big Triple H fan. They could have picked Triple H. They could have picked Edge. Ric Flair when he was younger and still with the company. They could have picked all these greats to beat Taker. They went with Lesnar. Fine, I get it. Lesnar's huge.
Great
He's
match.
strong, raw power, all that. Cool, I get it. Roman Reigns, man, come on.
Yeah, after the Shield, because even during the Shield, he didn't really need to be on the mic. He just had to be the big badass guy. He was the muscle. He did a great job of that. I didn't really like the Shield to start off with, but once they got away from just being like henchmen, that was great.
Yeah.
And they all did well in their own respective careers afterwards too. I know Moxley is not there anymore, but he's doing well as far as I know in AEW. I mean, he's still getting his push. He's still very popular. I'm sure he makes plenty of money. It's awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Good for all of them. Acknowledge the tribal. I will not acknowledge him. I wouldn't tell that to his face, but I would still not acknowledge him.
Dang it. Oh, okay. So last thing about this pay-per-view is the big question: will CM Punk show up?
Why?
Because he got let go by AEW.
I thought they brought him back already.
They brought him back for that behind the scenes after hour show, and that was leading up to people thinking he was going to come back to wrestle.
After Dark,
whatever it's called, I forget what it's called. He was on there a couple of times, and then everybody thought that would lead to him being back on WWE. AEW, I guess, gave him a shit ton of money, So he went there, and now that he got released from there, they're thinking he's going to show up.
Uh, have you heard Heyman talk? He still says Brock decided the night to beat Taker that Brock went into business for himself. I wouldn't. Not so sure he's wrong.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm not going to tell Brock Lesnar that to his face either. These are very large
No, you
men.
can't punch him in the stomach real quick. He gets hurt real fast.
Okay, what was it? Usman who did it to him?
No.
Who was the guy who gave him a tummy kick and it was over?
One Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez hit him in the head.
And that was before the surgery, I believe.
I forget.
But the difference between that guy hitting him and me are very big differences. One of them is a trained heavyweight champion. And then there's me.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously, I don't want to kill him. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would, if I punch Lesnar in the stomach, cut him in half.
Mm-hmm.
Oof, it'd be embarrassing.
He's been halved.
Yeah. No,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that either right now. Please don't tell him where I live. If he shows up, it has to be tonight, Chicago. Oh, that is some good. Oh man, that is a good point right there. I was never the biggest CM Punk fan.
We needed more AJ Lee.
Yeah. Then again, that was also back when they used to like do first one in their underwear loses matches for the women. And I rewatched one of those the other day because it was on Twitter or X, whatever it's called now. Like, shit, people used to watch this all the time. Like, this is, So that's why they changed it from divas to female wrestlers. That's I'm not complaining. They're very pretty ladies, but it just doesn't feel right anymore. It feels a little creepy. Gorgeous ladies.
Bring them back.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I don't want
bring it back. Is what Miguel's saying.
No.
I'm gonna go with no. I don't think he's gonna come back. I just don't see it.
Also, Brock had
ricketicolitis
when he got the guy shot, so it wouldn't work now. What is that? What is diverticulitis?
I have no idea. I just know how to say it.
That was impressive. That was very quick too. What is that?
There's a guy on TikTok. He'll put up words that are difficult to pronounce, and if you can pronounce them, like you get a point. So
gut shot. Oh, okay. When he got the gut shot. Okay. Wait, is that what led to the removal?
Possibly.
Is that what led to the? Because he had a certain amount of stomach or
hit him in the appendix.
He got a certain amount of intestine removed.
Yeah,
that's what. Yeah, was that part of that?
Probably
because that the fact that he's still fighting or even wrestling after that, that's you got to be in pain.
You punch him in the lower left abdomen, grab his appendix, hold on to.
Oh, grab the appendix.
Grab it.
You're gonna grab someone's appendix
through his skin. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Hey, you saw how far he got his hands under that dude's rib cage on blood in, blood out.
Okay, it is an infection in the large intestine. Yeah, he had to have some of his intestine removed. I believe a surgery for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that dude's a friggin' monster because he was still fighting and wrestling after that.
Yeah.
That's insane. Who do you think will beat Gunther for the IC belt?
Again, I'd love to see The Miz. I mean, The Miz has been one outstanding Intercontinental Champion. He's a few, I want to say, months away from having it the longest total time. So I'd like to see him take that title before he retires. I mean, he's been really good for the company too.
Yeah, and he scratched his way up there because nobody believed in him. I didn't like Miz to start off with. I remember he was Real World or Road Rules, one of the two. Reality TV star, and he was a lot tinier back then, and he was just he wasn't entertaining as he is now, and he literally got his work up there. He never loses the UFC title if he was healthy. Absolutely, Eduardo.
No, this will be a few times I'll have to disagree with Eduardo. As good as he was, I still think Cain Velasquez would beat him again and again and again. Cain Velasquez had better stamina. Wrestling, they were even. They both had about the same amount of collegiate whatevers, so they were about even. And even though Brock had the power, all those big ass muscles require a lot of oxygen, and it's going to get him tired before Cain gets tired.
Cain is way more equipped for a long match, and he could weather that storm. He really could. But Cain Velasquez is a hero in a whole different way. But that's for another story. That dude does not deserve what he's getting right now.
Yeah.
And then again, he also got sick or hurt. I think Daniel Cormier was talking about it.
Yeah.
And he was like, he would have been the greatest of all time if he didn't get sick. Him at healthy is what like Eduardo was saying about Brock Lesnar. Cain Velasquez at 100% was unbeatable.
Yeah.
And you know what? He apparently is a super nice guy too. So one of those people like you want to cheer for at all times, but it's not going to happen again. So that sucks because that's there's a lot of people like that. I really liked Johnny Big Rig Hendricks, but once he started doing hot yoga, boom, right down the drain.
Never fan of him. Never fan when Matt Serra had his title run. I was like, that's annoying as hell. With that being said, though, before we take off, I just want to congratulate the Michigan Wolverines on their upset of the Ohio State Buckeyes today.
How bad?
Yeah, it was a decent game, I believe. I don't remember the final score, but that will move Texas up at least one spot. Probably number 6, maybe a number 5 from 7. And Texas got their guaranteed ticket to the Big 12 title game with their win over Texas Tech yesterday. So that's awesome. Glad to hear that. And
that was a slaughter.
That was a
57-7 or 50 something 7.
Their defense got a touchdown or 2, I believe. So that was awesome.
Hey Lorenzo, how you doing? See, Brock Lesnar can hunt for days, but if you put him in the ring with the bull moose, he can't go 5 rounds.
No,
he just wouldn't. Then again, I don't think anyone could because it's a bull moose and it will murder you. I think we talked about this it was a conversation. I don't think we did on the show, but I never knew how big a moose was until a video I saw of it destroying an SUV. Not a compact car, not even, like a little mini. It was a big ass SUV. This thing is still towering over it and deciding, I don't like this SUV. I'm going to do something about it. And it did. My experience with moose was at the Moose Lodge at Six Flags, and those were talking heads that were, fake mechanical heads that would talk to you.
Very nice, though.
They were very friendly. This moose was not like that. Moose was very dangerous, and
I think it was a Canadian moose. It was managed as an American-made car.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I got to talk to Daniel about that.
Yeah.
Our connection up in the north, and see exactly how many shelters they have for when there's moose attack.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like a Godzilla bunker, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Which damn, I know we're gonna move on soon, but there's still the new series for Godzilla and the other creatures of the Monarch series on Apple TV. We got to catch up on. I think there's already a few episodes out, and I know you're not looking forward to it, but Godzilla -1, I am.
Stupid.
What? How is that stupid?
We already have a Godzilla series coming out. Why you do another one?
It's the Japanese series. There's a whole Godzilla series already that was already made before.
Yeah, I saw the
Godzilla
old one.
you're thinking.
I saw the old one.
Not that. It's
Mothra.
3 episodes. Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's was actually not bad. For the kids, at least.
I liked it.
I loved watching it with the younger brothers. If you want the best mechanical monster fight one, as far as that goes, Willy's Wonderland was better.
It was.
Yeah, it had more action.
And Nicolas Cage.
And Nicolas Cage just being Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Not a single damn word. And Monarch is not Godzilla. It's much. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's got way more involved in that.
That's why I like it more. You have King Kong in there. You have Godzilla in there.
King Kong's a bitch. All right, I'm sorry.
That's it. When he has his axe.
Yeah, he had his trusty plot armor.
Anyways, I don't need another movie coming in with the same character.
I disagree. I would watch.
We got to recap the Madam Web trailer as well.
I think it's going to be terrible.
I think it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be garbage, and I'd rather watch Craven.
That's going to be good too.
And we also need to get back into the real MCU, the Morbius Cinematic Universe, because that's coming soon, hopefully. Anyway, we'll go for now because I got to catch up on that. I think there's more episodes of Invincible. Boys isn't out till next year, so that's not a big deal.
Gen V is over.
Gen V is not coming out till next year, season 2, I believe.
House of Dragon
not till next year. Reacher is next year. Oh no, Reacher's end of this year in December, I believe. So very soon. And Frasier coming up soon. Guy doesn't like Lord of the Rings. We can't trust him. It's true. Yeah, I gotta have to agree with that. Once you watch the 13 or 14 hours of the Lord of the Rings plus the extended versions of each, so probably 13 hours, then we can talk. Then we have a conversation.
Why don't you just fly to the pit and drop the ring in?
Okay, we're gonna make a deal right here. Throw down some sort of gauntlet. If I win, whatever, we'll have them pick the stuff too, like 3 different things. Best 2 out of 3 wins.
Yeah.
Okay? If I win, you'll have to watch the Lord of the Rings series full extended version.
No, hell no. 'Cause
If
that includes all the other shit.
no, just the 3 movies.
That's like a waste of 5 days of my life.
Just the 3 movies. If you win, I will watch all the Fast and Furiouses.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, but what are we doing?
We'll let them decide. We'll put that out Monday.
But what's the topic? What's the question? Like,
No. It could be. We'll make a list of stuff like darts and what do you call it? Pool or something. We'll put a couple in there.
I don't know how to play darts.
Neither do I.
Okay.
What do you call it? You're so great at pool, right?
Sauron wouldn't have allowed it. Well, I thought they had wizards on their side, and elves.
I don't have time to.
And Gorlock the Destroyer.
Well, if they could just drive really good, maybe they would have got there, huh?
They could have.
Maybe if
with
they
a
could.
Sub through the lavas. They pop up. Gal Gadot jumps up, chucks the ring in. Boom, done.
Gal Gadot can't act. Neither can any of them in those movies, except for none of them. None of them do. None of them act. Paul Walker was it, and he passed away.
Yeah, oh man, it's all freaking messed up thing. Did you?
If they had family, they would have been good.
Yeah, see,
they weren't the Fellowship of the Ring. They were the family of the Ring.
I saw this messed up freaking meme. It's like you're in a car ride for 10 hours from somewhere to somewhere. What car do you want to be in? The first car was Kevin Hart and The Rock. The next car was a couple of chicks, I forget, but they're like famous chicks. Third one was Paul Walker and Vin Diesel.
No.
And this said much shorter ride.
Oh, no.
Shit, it was messed up.
The only thing worse would have been if they would have put Paul Walker and Ryan Dunn in the same car.
Oh, that would have been even more messed up.
I didn't say that, by the way. I can't. I'm sorry, but
when it come up,
the talents of Lord of the Rings actors versus the Fast and Furious actors. Viggo Mortensen alone, all right.
I don't know. Jason Momoa put a hell of a.
Shit, he was good in that last one.
Yeah,
he was ridiculous, and I loved it. I don't even care if I don't like the movie. I just
watching his scenes.
Yeah, a movie of him doing that character. He lived. Yeah, he stood up to the end.
Yeah,
because he's part 2 or something. Yeah. Whatever it is.
And then what movie was it we watched? Like right after was the same setting. I was like, that looks a lot like the Fast and Furious when they wrecked it with that big ass ball. Oh yeah. Oh, John Wick.
No, Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible, which we did not get to finish.
No, family emergency turned into not a family emergency.
Yeah.
Well, we booked it out. Oh my god, we got to get over. Anyway, I'm down for Fast and Furious of the Ring. the Fellowship of the Fast Rings that go furiously. All right. Anyway, we'll leave now. If you guys have any ideas what we should do to see who has to watch what series is, we will have to make that work. No one could have done Rocky.
Yeah, it's like comparing Stallone and Pacino.
That's fair. That is fair. Yeah, you're looking at like oh gosh, what another character like RDJ as Iron Man. He was perfect for it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be years before you find another one. And I don't know what we're doing next. What are we?
We're supposed to do hockey, but it got to the first day of hockey. We're like, well, we're gonna do it. We can do it, and nobody wanted to do it.
Any suggestions, man? Let me know. Yeah, let us know. Because if there's one you want to start up, I'm down to join. Just don't expect me to do well. Please let me.
Well, I don't know. You're doing well right now. I'm just in the bed right now, bro. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I gotta check my scores anyway. I have no idea. Anyways, yeah, we will wrap it for now.
Monday we'll catch up with the results of Survivor Series. We'll start talking Madam Web, Craven, recap NFL scores plus our fantasy league, and yeah, see you guys on Monday.
That could be part of the contest. Who's doing better in fantasy football? Boom.
Overall? Okay, we're gonna go by championships.
So no, just this season.
No
one cares about your past, all right? Care about right now.
No.
Anyway, have a good one, guys. We'll talk to you soon.